He is on a mission to bring the joy of giving during the holiday season. Cesar Perez, director of the Champaign County Toys for Tots program, is here today to tell us all about the 2023 Toys for Tots campaign. It's that time of year again.
It is, and I'm unbelievably excited.
So let's talk a little bit about your history with Toys for Tots.
Started it in 2003, went to ask about who I could help, and the Salvation Army told me they didn't have a rep anymore. And so I said, nope, you're mistaken. It's Christmas. We're Marines. That's what we do. We give out toys. So I had to contact the foundation in Virginia, Triangle, Virginia, and they went through all the process and got us approved so that we could start a Toy for Tot, official Toy for Tot campaign here in Champaign County. So we've been doing it 20 years now.
And what is your favorite part about being part of this organization and this campaign?
You know, people would often say or think that it's, oh, giving the kids the toys. And that's a great thing that we do. That's a goal of our mission, is to provide those toys so that we can really deliver hope to those kids so that they know they're not forgotten. One of the things that I really enjoy the most is watching the community come together and support these kids. They don't know them. They've never met them. They have no idea who they are, but they're here in our own backyard. They're in Champaign County, and we are helping those kids, and you see unbelievable support. You see such generosity, such giving, and then now, because I've been doing it so long, people who come and tell me, we were once recipients of Toys for Tots, and they helped us this year, and now we want to give back. So the community coming together, coalescing around this unbelievable need, as unfortunate as it is in our own backyard, but we do have people that need help. And so coming together and being able to help bring those people together. And I tell people all the time, I'm just a conduit to the giving. I'm just a conduit to be able to allow people to do what they want to do anyway. And it's just a matter of being able to give, and they do a great job of it. Okay,
you've mentioned Champaign County. What is the coverage area that your campaign serves?
Champaign County. So everything, I think it's north to Rantoul, south to Tolono, maybe a little bit less than that, or more than that, and then St. Joe to Mahomet even. So all of Champaign County we cover, no matter what community is in there, no matter what and where they are. Smaller communities like Fisher or Philo or anything else, we're going to make sure that we get toys to any children that need it.
We're kind of putting a challenge out this year. Tell me about that.
So in years past, we've had the high schools compete against each other. Well, this year I want to be able to take it one step further. And not only do I want to put the high schools competing against each other, so Urbana and Central and St. Joe, Unity, you know, all of these high schools. Now I want to reach out to the elementary schools. We have a number of elementary schools that have kids that they love to be able to do community service. They want to give back. So I want to challenge, and I'm going to have a special trophy for each high school and each grade school that collects the most toys and the most dollars each year. And we'll have it as our annual traveling trophy that they get to keep, and they get to show off that, hey, in all of Champaign County, we did the job best.
Have a little bit of a bragging rights
there. That's
right,
bragging rights. That's
yes.
right.
Okay, so what kind of need is there? What's our biggest need, would you say, this year?
We've already identified children, both boys and girls, 0 to 18 months, and then 7 to 12. And most people think about Christmas and they see the kid who opens the package and his eyes light up, and it's usually like 5 to 7 to 8 years old. That's when you envision the Christmas. But there's still those kids that are 6 months old, a year old, and they don't quite understand Christmas yet, but they still need those gifts, and they still have a Christmas that, you know, hopefully they're able to get something. And those older kids, just because they're 10 and 12 years old, doesn't mean that they still don't enjoy what Christmas brings. And really what our job is, as Toys for Tots, we deliver hope, and we create a better community. Because when those kids understand that they haven't been forgotten, that somebody has looked out for them. And as they get older, sometimes they realize what the conditions they were in, and they're grateful that somebody else stepped in to be able to help them out. But we create better citizens in our own community, because they realized that everybody around them stepped in to give them just that one little help up that year, and just to be able to do it. And that's why they come back and tell me, hey, Caesar, when I had an international student, her and her husband were really, really in dire straits. And when they came, they went to Toys for Tots. They got toys for their 2 children. And now they own property here in Champaign County. They rent those things out. They're productive members of our community. But they have a great memory when they saw the Toys for Tot logo that we were able to help them out. And so if we can continue to do that and deliver the hope to those kids and really make our community even stronger, then that's icing on the cake.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished.
All right. Well, we appreciate the work that you do here to make the season a little bit brighter for those in need. If you want to learn more about helping out with this year's Toys for Tots campaign, there's a look at their website. The challenge has been put out there. So if you want bragging rights and that traveling trophy, we'll have all the details at ciliving.tv. Caesar, thank you so much.
Thank you again. I appreciate it.